Hi, I'm Adrienne Everheart, and if you like this video, please be sure to subscribe or give me a thumbs up so I'll be inspired to keep making more of them for you. Today I'm going to talk about how if you are a powerful dynamite woman, how you can actually attract a strong masculine man and keep him. Now, I am a professional dating and relationship coach. I've been certified as a coach, and I've been doing this for a good long while. I've not only helped my clients, but I foremost helped myself. I am a formerly reformed queen of the world. Yes, I was queen of the world at one time. And if you're anything like me and you've been in your masculine energy in the relationship, you can function as something I refer to as queen of the world. Now, in today's video, I'm going to tell you how you can take your feminine energy and attract a strong masculine energy man and not let your powerful dynamite woman energy or queen of the world sabotage your success for having a loving, long-lasting relationship with a man. The women I know are powerful dynamite women. And the problem is that this is going on in the workplace, which is a wonderful place to have it, or you've had to survive, you've had to work hard in your life to get where you are now. And then we bring that same energy into the relationship. So does this mean being a doormat? Does this mean letting the guy always have his way? Does this mean you don't have a say in matters, or you don't have great ideas, or you can't do it better than him, or you have to tell him how to do it, or get him to do it, or stay on his back? Now, a lot of times in those scenarios, the woman ends up hearing from the man, I can't do anything to make you happy. No matter what I do, I can't seem to make you happy. And this is when masculine against masculine energy is happening. Now, if you have purchased my Get Him Back program, which is a proven program to help you get your ex back, get your lover, your boyfriend back, you have read what I talk about, the two rams ramming at each other. That's masculine against masculine energy, and they collide. And this is one of the three things a man won't do. He won't compete, not for long, especially with a woman. He will bow out gracefully. So today I'm going to teach you how being queen of the world might work in some places of your life, but how it's actually translating into masculine energy. Now, let's get started and talk a little bit about queen of the world. Queen of the world is a woman who is very powerful and had a lot of masculine energy at times, but she doesn't know how to translate it. She doesn't know how to flip it into feminine energy. All right? So it comes across to the man as a challenge or a threat. And so often husbands or boyfriends, they feel like they can never really make us happy. They feel like it's always drama, that you're high maintenance, when in fact you're maybe none of these things. Deep down inside, you're just having a difficult time translating your needs over things that happen in the relationship, problems that happen in the relationship. You can't translate that energy into feminine energy. So I'm going to show you how. So let's start right over here with this very worried version of your energy. Now, that is what I call fearful child. If you've studied ego states, you know that inside of us, you have a version that's very fearful. You're fearful of losing someone you love. You're fearful of losing the relationship. You kind of think the worst. It's also known as nasty voice. And that's a voice that can pop up inside of us and say all sorts of terrible things about us, about people we love. So A Course in Miracles says that there is only love and nothing else. There's nothing neutral. So you're either speaking from a place of love or you're speaking from a place of fear or something else. There's no neutral ground here. So I just want you to kind of think about that when your nasty voice pops up in the relationship. And I've got some triggers here on my phone that are going to bring some of those to light. Now, the other persona you have is your inner girl. You have an inner girl inside of you. And at one point in time, your inner girl was just fine being a girl. She could express herself in very feminine ways. And this is probably when you were a young child. You were able to tell your mom, oh, Mom, my tummy feels like it's burning, if you had a tummy ache. Or you were able to express yourself. But at some point, you learned that if I'm going to survive in this world, I have to get into my masculine energy of doing, making things happen, and getting praise for what I do. Notice I said do. It was about action. It just wasn't about being and feeling. Now, Queen of the World begins to present problems with most women. This is your crown, by the way. When we are experiencing some sort of difficulty. Now, I'll tell you about a time when I'm Queen of the World. When I'm at the airport and everyone's chattering and talking and I'm having to listen to everyone else's conversations, plus have my own thoughts, I become Queen of the World. I believe in the airport, no one should be speaking except people telling me where to get on my plane and what to do and things like that. I don't believe there should be any speaking in the airport. That's Queen of the World thinking. It's very brief thought of, I wish people didn't talk in the airport. That's Queen of the World, you see. So when she pipes up, it's really wounded inner child, boy energy, or nasty voice piping up because you're having a feeling. Your inner girl's having a feeling. She just doesn't know how to translate it. So you end up sounding like Queen of the World. So that is a non-relationship example. Here's some that happen with relationships. Let's say your man is talking to another woman at a party, or he's getting text messages from a female coworker, or perhaps you just know if some other girl has interest in him. There's a good chance you're going to feel jealous and insecure. And this is going to translate into Queen of the World, which is, I don't want you talking to her anymore. Why is she calling your phone? Is something going on between the two of you? I don't like that girl. You're coming from this place of, here's my feelings, but they're going to translate to the man as, you got to take action on this right now. I'm directing you. I'm on your back. I'm telling you what to do. So when we go to inner girl, and you're able to find what you're really feeling, it could be insecure, it could be jealous, and you're able to speak it in a way that talks to that man's heart. Now you're going to make progress. So that would sound something like, what can I say? I saw you two dancing together at the party, and yeah, I felt really jealous. Is there something I should know? You can ask him that. You're willing to face that difficult feeling, and instead of shutting down and becoming Queen of the World and telling him what to do, you can go to your inner girl, find exactly what you're feeling. And is there something I should know? You are brave enough to ask the difficult question from your man. So let's look at another one. Let's say there's a miscommunication. This one happens a lot with most people, most couples. You have a simple miscommunication. And if you're tense and he's tense, that miscommunication can translate into an argument and accelerate to a fight, and then go on from there and escalate into just the two of you having a terrible night or a terrible weekend or possibly breaking up. So how can we handle a miscommunication? Queen of the World is, that's what I said. Didn't you hear me? I have already said this. I already told you about that. Aren't you listening to me? Queen of the World is going to begin to dictate what that man is or isn't doing, instead of going to her inner girl and finding out what she's really feeling. I feel confused. I feel like I'm being repetitive. I don't want to shame you. I don't want to make you do or be anything. Here's just how I feel. Or better yet, lean back. Be the girl. Let the man figure it out. Let him figure out the miscommunication. So often communication is one of the things that we excel at, and men are lagging way behind. So it makes no sense. It makes perfect sense that a man and a woman would have a lot of miscommunication. But if you go to the place of being fearful and shutting down, and what do I have to do to fix this man? I'm Queen of the World. I need to fix you. You're my little project now. Here's how you need to listen to me, honey. It starts off like this. You see, you go into teaching him, instructing him, shaming him, making him feel threatened or somehow spoken down to, degraded in some way, when you're really just trying to help and you're trying to fix the communication issue. So this is the voice that starts talking. The man will begin to back up. I want you to go to your inner girl instead. And I have other whiteboard videos on inner girl, so you can look at those for more inspiration about how to find your feelings and speak them. I also have a best-selling book called 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. It is chock full of examples that you can use for everyday life. So the last one I want to talk about is time management. Time management is a big one with couples and relationships because you'll see him watching the baseball game or the football game, but the trash is sitting there, but the laundry's over there. And he said he was going to do these things. So sometimes we end up doing them. His wet towels are all over the floor. We pick them up. That's when you're wearing your masculine energy. You're doing it. You're fixing it. You're taking care of it. And then that is going to put you into Queen of the World mode. Do I have to do everything around here? Do I have to be the queen of the world here? You see how it translates? Or worse, you become the martyr. And that's another form of queen of the world. It's just flipped over. So I want you to allow towels to pile up. I want you to allow the trash and the dishes to pile up for a little while. And then I want you to be able to come to him, give him time to do this. And instead of dropping the subtle hint, which just is the way that your inner boy says, well, maybe if I tiptoe around this, that very subtle hint, that innocent question won't work either. A man will smell it a mile away. So instead, what I want you to do is go to your inner girl. What's she feeling? Oh my goodness, I feel like the kitchen's such a mess. What do you think we should do? Your husband, maybe he wants to be a smart ass and he says, well, I think somebody should clean the dishes. And it was him who said, it's his turn to clean the dishes. You go, oh my goodness, that would be wonderful. Thank you. You take it. You use that feeling. You let the laundry pile up and you're able to come to him with your heart and say, you know, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I've noticed the laundry is really piling up. And I know that this is something you said you would take care of. And is there anything I should know? Or is there anything going on? And he'll go, no, there's nothing going on. There's nothing you should know. But he'll know. And if it goes 2 more weeks and the trash is still sitting there, the dishes, you have to let it pile up. You have to make it so big, because if you step in and do it in your boy energy, he's going to know all I have to do is wait her out. But this is where I want you to be the girl. I want you to be the girl, not the man. So you're actually inspiring him to be in his feminine energy when you step in and save the day. You have to allow him the time to decide to be the man and step in, not the girl. You want a strong masculine energy man, and your energy, what you do in your feminine energy, can affect him and inspire him to become that masculine energy man that you crave. So if for some reason he just shuts down and the dishes get this high in the sink or whatever, you know, that's when you do have to put on your boy pants. You do have to sit down at the table and say, we need to have talk. The dishes situation, the laundry situation, the money situation is out of control. I don't like coming to you in this energy. That's your girl talking. I don't like how this feels. It feels like I'm the person. I'm the man of the house here, and I don't like it. It doesn't feel sexy to me. That's right. If you ever use this doesn't feel sexy to me to a man, he'll never do it again. But don't overuse it, and don't use it for evil. Use it for good, all right? So I hope this whiteboard experience has been good for you, learning about Queen of the World. She really does mean well, but she's secretly a boy energy or a nasty voice persona inside of you. So when you learn how to connect to your inner feminine energy, this is when all the magic begins to happen in your relationship, ladies. Now, if you like what you've heard here, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube videos. And if you want to learn more scripts and tips, I have a book called 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. It is full of these examples and so much more. So it's at my website, which is everheartcoaching.com/ebook. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all your comments and likes, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.